So we just had a big flood on the golf course. It flooded out about half the holes. And I want to go ahead and take the Mavic Pro out and see what that looks like. Now previously I took the Mavic Mini out before the flood. And what we can do is compare the two footages to see how they look with each other. Which has the better picture. They'll both be in 2.7K. So let's get started. So the Mavic Pro is on the launch pad, ready to go. Now this is the original Mavic Pro. This isn't the Mavic Pro Premium. Maximum speed, response. I don't want sport mode.
Point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
I think we better check and see if we got sport mode on. That might be the problem. The switch might be in sport mode. Alright, that might take care of it. Let's check the camera settings. Settings are down here. A lot different than the Mavic Mini. Okay, ISO 100. This is on 200. Can we go to 160? Let's try 160. Got different ones here. Okay, video size is so small I can't see it. Looks like 1080p. Let's change that to 2K like the Mavic Mini. Alright. And 30 frames per second. Yeah, that's good. Alright, I think we got everything in there. Sport mode's off. Alright, we're going to take off. Alright, here we go. Let's start the recording. Tap screen to focus. Alright, let's bring it up a little higher. We'll go out there a little further. Probably need to be a little higher than that. Alright, let's bring it up there about 150. Now I've got the Nd8 filter on right now. Let's tilt this down a little, see what we got. Alright. It's a cloudy day, so. Alright, let's just fly down there. I think you can already see off to the left some of the flooding. Oh yeah, you can see the water down there now. There's all the water. And this is where I usually stop and look at the clubhouse. So here we have the Mavic Pro with the flood and the Mavic Mini with no flood. Let's take a look over here. And there's the road over there, I think. Right in this area. Let's see if this zoom works. That's where the water's going over the road right there. Alright, let's go out this way. Now, this is with the 2-power zoom on. So it would be cropped, but there's the water right there. Covering part of the golf course. Now let's see if I can get back out of this zoom. There's one. Alright, let's move out this way. This is what I usually do. And we'll just see if we can get out this way into the golf course. Battery is already 74%. These batteries are, oh, I hesitate to say maybe 3-4 years old. I'm guessing almost 4 years old. So alright, let's just take a little look here. I'm getting out over the top of the. Alright, let's have a look. There's the flood. Go down here a little bit. There's the flood right there. That's all golf course right there. In fact, you can, right there is a good shot because you can see the river. That's a big muddy streak. And then all the rest is the golf course on the other opposite side of that river. So that's all the back 9, or the first or the last holes, 9 through 18. It's just like a lake down there. So that's holes, well, at least some of the holes. I think 9 and 10 aren't down there, but the rest of them are. The rest of the the end holes. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And these underneath me here are the beginning holes, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see that flood has not covered that section. It does cover the section I'm looking at right now when it's at full flood, like yesterday. All right, let's take a look down this way. Now with the Mavic Pro, I should be able to go as far as I want, no problem. I've never had any problem with distance with the Mavic Pro. Like the Mavic Mini, you have to kind of watch it, but with the Mavic Pro, with this OcuSync, you can really go a long way. They say like 4.7 miles is what the specs are. So, well, I got to keep an eye on this old battery because this thing could fail on me. Just going out here to take a look at the flood next to the bridge. And I'm actually going through the glass right now. So my transmission signal is a little low because I'm looking through the trees. Let's get up a little higher. I'm only at 161 feet. Let's see if that transmission signal improves. See, now it's gone better. See, I'm up at 360 feet. And now I've cleared the trees that were blocking in my backyard. These trees right here. And probably a hill too. Weak signal, avoid blocking the antennas. Well, I just had my finger up there. That's probably what did it. Alright. I just hit the tap to focus. But you can really see there at the bridge how that water has overflowed its banks. Alright, let's turn around. Look at the farm. Their pond looks pretty full. And there's the road going out that goes to the bridge. I know you probably want to look down the valley. That's what that looks like, all the farms. Alright, I'm at 58% now. I'm going to turn around. Let's see, there's the hill. And I know when I see that hill, my house is just to the right of that. So I'm going to go over this way and start heading back. It's definitely the house down there. Now let's just have a turn around here and look at these mountains. We'll just go slow. Very pretty looking down the other way down the valley. Now the smart road for Virginia Tech is right down, I'll get this centered up, right down that way. That joystick. Alright, I think you can see it now. There's the smart road. It's a bridge going over the valley. Very pretty. Alright, let's see if I can get back out of this. Brian Bain might tell me how to use this better. He's a real expert at it. Alright, we're back. Now, continue the turn. Let's look down here a little bit. Look at this water some more. There it is. In the clubhouse. Just continue the turn. Just get a good look at that flood. You can see some of the sand traps down there. Alright, I got 47% on my battery now. I'm just going around, just getting a few potential still shots here that I can pull out later. And back aimed at the house. Coming down. Height, height, height. Coming down there to alright, I hear it now, so I'm going to go outside and finish off the flight. Yeah, there it is. Well, let's see how well, I don't know if I want to run return to home because it'll just fly further up in the air and waste more battery. So let's just bring it down gradually. Alright, I'm going to flip it around here because it's easier to fly when it's facing away from you. Now let's bring it back. Uh-oh. Mat's blowing away. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Oh, look at the mat. The drone's moving when I move the mat. Look at that. Yeah, it's locked onto that mat. Let's move it back a little bit. I didn't know it would do that. So it's got that mat as the home point. Alright, well, let's move the mat back out a little bit. And the drone just follows it. There we go. Low battery. Came up with low battery, so that was perfectly timed. Yeah, when you got an old battery like that, you don't want to fly more than maybe around 50%, and because you don't know what it's going to do. It could have a bad cell or something and just drop out on you. So okay. So you probably noticed during the flight the Mavic Mini on the right was more blown out or bright in the footage because I did not have an Nd8 filter on it at that time, but I think you can see the definition was pretty good. And the Mavic Pro had the Nd8 filter on it, so it was a little bit more subdued as far as the brightness. But overall, I think both of them in 2.7K compare fairly closely together. Of course, the Mavic Pro does have the capability of 4K. It can go higher, so you'd expect that with the more expensive drone. And the Mavic Air 2 is out now, and it has even more features than the Mavic Mini, but it's twice the price. I think the Mavic Mini itself is a very good bargain at $500, considering the footage you can get from it. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and if you've got any comments, just leave them under the video. This is Dave, signing out.